I saw Nio everywhere. In all the comments you were asking about Nio, and I thought, well, this is the guy from Matrix. And then I remember I was a stock investing channel, so here we go. This is your Nio vlog. Alright, after smashing that like button for that amazing intro, I hope you like it, I hope you are entertained, and I hope you are subscribed, because a lot of you are watching my videos but not subscribed, and I have no idea why, so make sure to smash that subscribe button as well. Now let's dive into Nio. Nio is a fantastic, let's say, alternative to Tesla. So to say, so many people saying this, right? I mean, look at the stock. What a crazy ride. This is the chart of the last 2 years. And as of this recording, you know, we saw the last couple of 3 months again for 267%. So I congratulate you if you had the great nose and saw this coming, guys. And I believe that this is super interesting because, you know, the current environment for AV is a very interesting one. Are we in the bubble, right? With Tesla, you know, reaching levels of $250–300 billion of market cap, and Nikola and the Nio both having around 15 billion, while Nio is going into heavy sales and growth, and Nikola is, you know, presenting some prototypes on the stage. Well, this is what we will talk about today, but let's dive into the stock. So as you can see, the stock gained quite significantly, and we are now, you know, paying $13 for a share of Nio. Now, there's some more events over the last couple of weeks. Actually, you know, just a couple of days ago, they announced the second quarter earnings. And let me tell you, pretty impressive. I mean, but when I read the headline, you know, this is already something that I don't like at all, guys, okay? So listen to this headline. Nio reports unaudited. Unaudited, guys. What do you mean unaudited? Are those fake or could be fake, or what do you mean unaudited? Okay, so this is something that I don't like at all, guys. Okay, so this first thing. But let's dive into it. So we had an unbelievable, you know, growth of delivery of vehicles. We delivered about 10,300 vehicles compared to year over year when we had just 3,500. So pretty much 3 times the amount of cars that was delivered. Pretty impressive. And the other numbers, I'm not lying, you know, I'm seeing here an increase of 146% increase in vehicle sales in US dollars, as well as the margin, you know, went from negative 24 to positive 9.7. Let's talk about the revenue also, obviously 146 increase, and the gross profit was about $44 million. The gross margin was about 8.4% compared to a negative of 33%. So as you can see, all the numbers, obviously they did not make an overall profit, but they make a loss of about $166 million. But it's still a growth stock, right? So Tesla was not profitable for a long time, Amazon wasn't, and so on. So as you can see, this, and let me tell you something else about Nio. Nio is, in my personal opinion, has a lot of advantages. So first of all, the stock, you know, can skyrocket, as you can see over the last couple of weeks. Then we had really good Q2 earnings, and now I will tell you a little bit about the company and what I think is the beauty about Nio, because we will talk about first about the positive things, then the negative things, and then we will come to a conclusion. So in the positive things, I have to say they have pretty much a very nice attempt to the market. First, they are the biggest electric vehicle market, and they are really focusing to bring out different kind of models to approach a bigger group of customers, right? They have SUVs, they have kind of sedans. So then they have this kind of other technology, right? I mean, don't always think that one specific way can you bring you to the top. There's different kind of ways, right? I mean, 2 + 2 is 4, but 1 + 3 is also 4. So there's different ways to go to the top, and therefore the battery swap with Nio is very, very interesting as well. So, this and, really gathering more and more traction and, having nice stores and seeing that those growth numbers are coming in, that people love the cars and the technology is proper, all of this, make me think, do I missing something when I'm not investing into Nio? Now, there is a little bit more to that, because let's dive to the negatives. Let's dive in quickly now what the disadvantages are to owning Nio stock. Now, before we diving in, I want to explain for you what this join button is below all my videos and live streams. Well, you can get access to the most intelligent and most funniest and, the most cool and mind-like people community out there that any YouTube stock investing YouTuber has to offer. You can get the Wolf of Dubai membership. You can access the Discord. You can access, one-on-one with me. You can just support the channel. It's up to you. We have 3 different tiers, and one of them is surely, definitely, perfectly tailored for you. So check it out after the video ends. Now, I want to discuss with you the disadvantages. So first of all, let's, a lot of people say this is the next Tesla. This will have huge opportunity. But there's a big difference between Nio and Tesla. Well, Tesla has the EV market and the EV product. Nio just has the EV product, okay? So Tesla is doing much more, as we know, energy storage. They are revolutionizing basically the grid that we are using since centuries. They are having the power and sustainable energy generation with solar. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that they're doing in-house, and each of the sectors at Tesla has its own big valuation. So as you can see, it's always a wrong thing to think that Tesla is overvalued at this point, because they have so many different businesses, right? And each of them is usually an own big company by its own. And Tesla has the big advantage to have everything under one roof, everything, perfectly combining with each other. All right, so as you can see, this is the big advantage of Tesla. Now, let's talk about a little bit the valuation, okay? $15 billion, well, that's better than a Nikola, because Nio has already some sales. But if you're taking the only, in my personal opinion, the only measurement that you can take here, which is the PS ratio, because the PS ratio is something that you can use right now. The PE ratio is negative, the PEG ratio is something that you also, there's a lot of guessing. So I take the PS ratio, and if you compare the 12 PS ratio, so 12 times sales, then you have the valuation of Nio versus the 10 times sales of Tesla, then you can see that the valuation of Nio is already pretty high, guys, okay? So as you can see here, also if you're buying today, you are buying on a very high status. Now, on the other side, and this is my biggest concern, is that it's a Chinese company. And as you read the headline, it's an unaudited release. And last year even, Nio made the big scandal that they canceled the Q2 earnings call, which was a disaster for the stockholders. It's such a unrespectful doing for the shareholders, and this can lead to the stock going very much down. And I will tell you, if something happens, then this company's stock can go down as much and as fast as a SpaceX rocket, okay? So I'm telling you that. So there's this advantages and disadvantages, so let's dive into the conclusion. And before we diving into the conclusion, let me tell you that all of this is my personal opinion. You might be a new investor, or the Nio stock is perfectly fitted for your own research methods or values that you have with stocks. But in my personal opinion and in my case, it's actually not. I will not invest in Nio. I rather invest everything that I have more than investing in my very highest conviction trades that already if you're following this channel. I would put it more into Tesla than to Nio, because think about it. If you want to play the game of business, I rather put my money to work with the very best, okay? Not with the second or the third, with the very best. And this is, in my personal opinion, Tesla, guys. And they have so much value throughout the management, the products, even though they are actually started much, much later than Nio in China, they're having much more traction in China than Nio. Even this will be a big battle between those market shares, but Chinese people love also to have brands, to have quality, and therefore it will be a big Tesla versus Nio fight on this Chinese ground. Now, as you can see, I'm also not that much convinced to invest in Chinese stocks. I saw so many things happening in the past. The last time it was with Luckin Coffee, right? Where we remembered that that they just faked all the numbers that was issued there. The Starbucks of China, right? And it was a total disaster. And I don't saying that something like this can happen to Nio, but after the Nio stock plunged 70% from the IPO, it was very hard for the management. They even canceled the call. Come on. I mean, you're having a kind of responsibility if you are having a business that is publicly traded to offer exactly this information. You have to be transparent with your shareholders, and this is an absolutely no-go. And I cannot see myself investing in such a company to trust my hard-earned money to a company that doesn't value those very, very simple things. Even if I can make 100 or 200% on a stock, I will not do that. And this is my personal opinion. I hope you liked it. Smash the like button and see you tomorrow.